Hello and welcome back to another episode of Bantz with Lawrencia. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing great. For today's episode, we want to go through Gistlover's list of baby oil kings. Now, listen, I know this is alleged, and for me, I don't even believe some of the names on that list, but you can never tell, you can never vouch for anybody. But this is just to review the list that Gistlover allegedly said were list of Nigerian celebrities who swing both ways or who are full-blown agege. Now, let me start with the list. Because there were two lists, and then Gistlover said there are actually three lists, but they've released two lists. Now, number one list, we have Kunle Afolayan, we have Timini, we have Captain Demerun, we have Ebuka Alex, Vintage Luxury, Don Jazzy, Zinx, Latif Adedimeji, Neo, Sexy Steel, Sullivan, Atiku, Yahaya Bebulo, Adenuga, Temisan, Pemilerin, Akakani, AY, Yomi, MI, Peter Okoye, Flavor, The Bantz, Hush Puppy, Mofa. Now the second list contains Peterson, Okpai, Ebuka Song, Gozie Okeke, Toby Bakare, Uti, Kunle Remy, Yule Doche, Tunde Ednot, Kennerix, John Paul, Desmond Elliott, KC, Chike, Obi Cubana, Toby Bakare, Elvis Chooks, Mr. Macaroni, Uze Usman, Obonna, Timmy Frank, Rochas, Babangida. Now these are the two lists that Gistlover has released. Now we're waiting for the third list. So what do you think? Listen, with the whole Diddy situation in the US, I don't think we should disable our disbelief, because at this point, every and anything is possible. Now, this whole thing is at the back of Diddy's indictment in the US, where so many women, men and women, even children, has filed lawsuits against Diddy for forcefully assaulting them, for forcefully essaying them. And they said that they came to him for, Diddy is a producer, a rapper, a business mogul, a record label exec. So people who are talented comes to him and say, listen, help me sign me to this record label. Or people even introduce them to him to say, this young man or this young woman is talented, please help him. And then Diddy will take, if he sees you and he likes you for whatever reason, both man and woman, Diddy doesn't discriminate. He will take you in and then give you some, according to them, most of the way they say he starts this whole thing is by just giving you, testing your boundaries. Let's say he will tell you to do something, he will humiliate you, maybe in private and then in public, and then just to see whether he could break you. And once you can tolerate all those things and still remain, then Diddy will go to the next level of essaying you and then inviting you to freak off. There are baby oils laced with dates, R-word, drugs. So he will just it is bad. It is really bad. And this has shown that in this generation, anything is possible, because there are so many names associated with Diddy that you could tell that this is not just this. Everybody cannot be lying. There are so many lawsuits. Even if let's say we're just saying that, okay, all these people, let's say even 90% of them are lying. The Cassie video where he literally beats down Cassie, when she filed a lawsuit and he settled it within 24 hours, he actually came out and said that that is a lie, that he never, that all those things are allegations. He never did anything like that until the video was released online. Until the video of him beating Cassie, and Cassie said she was running away from him when they were having the usual freak off that they do, but she got tired and she decided to run, and he chased her down that hallway, beat her up, and then took her back. Now, bringing this back to Nigerian entertainment industry as a whole. We have politicians on that list who are tied to entertainers, because we know politicians, they have stolen money basically, so they are willing to like throw money at people here and there. Then we have entertainers who, let's say Nollywood actors, or let's say musicians, or like entertainers in the industry who have made name, not just name, fortune for themselves, and now they are kind of in a position to mentor younger people. Allegedly what they do, because there's this comedian who came out and said that, listen, somebody, I think he was trying to get into the music industry, and he said that he was approached, or he approached somebody to help him push his brand, and the person literally told him, listen, if you want this, if you want that, what you have to do is to bend down for me to drive a train through your ass, basically. And this guy said he rejected it. So there are so many conversations both in the music industry and in the movie industry. One person on that list, Lawrencia, actually had a conversation with the Honest Bunch. He sat down, he talked about the entertainment industry, specifically Nollywood. He said when he was up and coming, somebody called him. Abuja, I don't know. Abuja is the Sodom and Gomorrah of Nigeria. I know people think it's Lagos, but Abuja, things are happening. Things are happening in Abuja. He said he went to Abuja. Somebody invited him to Abuja, so he went there. And the person literally told him, he said he was broke. At this point, he wasn't the Kunle that we know today. So he was just up and coming, and he was broke and he needed money. And the person told him the only way he should take baby oil. This baby oil has been that he should take baby oil and start, inserting objects so that he could prepare the place for somebody, and then that person will come do whatever they're going to do to him and then give him money. He said at split second he was thinking about the money that he was going to get, and he said he saw other entertainers, musicians, actors sitting down there as if it was just an audition, people going in and out. He said he thought about it, but then he decided not to do it. He left. So we can understand why his name is on that list. Although he has come out to say he has nothing to do with it, nobody should tie his name to the list. That whether family and friends, anybody that will call his name, that he's literally going to block them. So what do you think? Do you think that listen, I think there's so many things going on in the entertainment industry as a whole, because a man, when they want to get money, or some of the reasons why they work hard to get money is to get certain girls, or to be able to date whoever they want to date. Because let's say you don't have money, you might like Halle Berry, but you can't even be in the same room with Halle Berry, not to talk of asking Halle Berry out. So they will get money to kind of be in the same room with Halle Berry. So just imagine now, you've hustled, you now have money, you're in the same room with Halle Berry. You toast Halle Berry. Halle Berry said yes, accepted you, you dated her, and then you realize that, okay, once you hit that high, I don't know, but I think once you hit that high, you now think, okay, what else can I do? That is when the sexual deviance begins to raise its head, because at that point you've done everything. You can literally buy anything. So I think the ones that have that devilish, I wouldn't say devilish because that is their preference, but the ones that have that kind of mindset would now say, okay, it is now time for me to live out my fantasy. They will now see a straight guy who is maybe trying to get into the industry, or trying to just live their lives and put food on their table. They will tell them, okay, come here, do this, bend over, and then I will make you whatever you want to be. I'll give you whatever you want. And most times people fall for these things. People fall for these things, whether in Hollywood, in Bollywood, in Nollywood, it happens. And then in the political space, we know we've always talked about politicians funding the lifestyle of female celebrities, But the truth is, it is not just the female celebrities. They are also funding the male celebrities. Bobrisky has come out to say that he has a godfather. Now, that godfather is not just somebody that is just doing it out of the goodwill of his heart. Bobrisky is a transgender. Bobrisky now have boobs. So for him to have a godfather who has his back, even when he was about to be jailed and stick their necks out for this person, you can understand that it happens at every level, even those the ones that are not celebrities. For me, I just think it is high time we accept this as a lifestyle. But the problem is, most people who are bisexual, or some men who are bisexual, will not come out and tell a woman that they are bisexual. So they will rather get married or be dating somebody, and they're swinging both ways, basically. So what would you advise? Because this is 2024. Everybody is allowed to live their life the way, as long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not Diddy, like lacing baby oil and then forcing people to do what they don't want to do, literally beating people into submission. As long as you're not that person, you're just living your life. You're basically acting out your fantasy with somebody that gave you consent. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think the conversation more is on people who are, let's say, full-blown agege, or people who are bisexual and then they get married to women, and these women, some of them know. I tell people, listen, whatever a man is and that man is married, 99% of the time the wife knows. The wife is aware. She might decide to turn deaf ears and blind eyes, but I see people being like, oh, the wife is not aware. That is, listen, I actually don't believe that I will marry somebody, live in the same house with that person and not know what that person does. It's either I choose not to ask questions because I know the answer I am going to get, and then ignorance is bliss. I choose not to know just because maybe I want to be married. I want to have a husband. I want to have somebody that I want to be a missus. Sometimes the women have selfish reasons to be in that situation, but I don't think anybody's saying that the women or the wives of somebody who is bisexual or somebody who is full-blown swinging on the other side, they don't know. I doubt it, unless maybe it's a long distance marriage that you get to see yourselves maybe once or twice a year. Even at that, why would you marry somebody that you will only see once or twice a year? To me, it doesn't make sense. Absolutely doesn't make sense. This is why sometimes I don't even feel sorry for married women who come online and cry about one thing or the other. You know, you knew, you were aware. You decide to be in that situation. Maybe it didn't work out the way you want it to work out, and then you're crying. I totally understand that. But some people will come out and claim 100% ignorance. That is where I draw the line. So let me know, do you think that this list is just absolute rubbish, or do you think that there are some truths to this list? Because a comedian has actually come out and stated that somebody in the industry, and this was when the list was released, so I believe that maybe they saw the list and the person who did that was on that list, and then they decided to speak out. It cannot be 100% false, because we know these things happen. It's either we want to tell ourselves, lie to ourselves that this is totally 100% wrong, or that there's no smoke without fire. Let me know your thoughts. Who do you think is on that list that you said never, 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 that can never be? Or who do you think, I knew it? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching today's episode. Please like, and share. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.